Okay, class, you guys ready to start? Today's lesson is going to be about the outcome of quality and poor education. All right, let me get this started. There we go. Now just direct your eyes onto the board. Now, quality education comes down to funding. And without funding, your school can no longer fund resources and the supplies that you need to get a quality education. And without those finances, you can get poor educations. And poor educations are not having the resources and supplies to get a degree in college, graduate from high school, and extra support if needed, like special classes or speech impediments. All of this comes down to governments and the economy state of which place you live in. 75% of adults do not know how to read, and that is because they did not grow up with proper education. And without being able to read, you won't be qualified for most jobs. Since obviously most jobs you have to read. If you have a poor education, you cannot get a high school diploma, a college degree, which makes it harder to get a job, and without a job, you can't make money. And most people without educations end up in poverty. And poverty means that you can't fund for your needs, which isn't very good for the economy in general. So then the economy's not making any money, so the schools aren't getting funded. And without funding in the schools, you end up with more poor education and more people in poverty. But with quality education and the needs and funding, you can get degrees and high school diplomas. And then you can get jobs. And with jobs, you can make money and you no longer end up in poverty. And therefore, you're paying your taxes and all that stuff. And schools are getting funded and more quality education. States like the USA, we have funding for our education and therefore we have better education in general.